What's going on guys, CasualSavage here, and in this video I'm going to be reviewing FoneMonitor. Now yes, this is a sponsored video. I have worked with this company for the past 2 years and I do believe their products they release are always useful. So what is FoneMonitor? It's basically in the name. It allows people to monitor people's phone. So if you're an employer and you give out phones as a work phone, you can see what is happening on that phone. If you're a parent and you want to see what's happening on your kid's phone, you can use this software and see what is happening. Now this also works on iOS as well as Android devices. Now this is the demo, and this is the demo for the iOS demo. So this is how it would look, and as you can see this is the dashboard, and it tells us the device model, which is an iPhone 7, and it tells us the device version. Now of course this is a demo, so it won't tell you specifically, but other than that it would say iOS 11, iOS 10 or whatever it is on. But this is what we get access to: 5 most calling contacts, we get the new calls, the new messages, and the 5 most recent contacts. Now over to the side on this dashboard there's literally everything on this phone, but we can see it all from here. So for example, calls, we can see how this was working. So it tells us the call type, whether it was incoming or outgoing. So outgoing means of course we called them, incoming means the call came to us. It tells us the duration and it tells us the date and time. As well as that, it gives us information to the name of who was calling if it is saved on the device, and it also gives us the phone number. And now if we head over to messages, as you can see, it tells us the messages, and once again it gives us the names if they are saved on the iOS device. And you can see it tells us the date, and it also gives us the time. Same for WhatsApp, because that is a very popular app for messages nowadays. You can have access to this as well, so you can see everything that is happening on WhatsApp. Now moving on to the browser history. So as you can see, it gives us the URL, it gives us the title, like where we were at on the site. For example, you can see Google sign in, the visit frequency, the last time visited, and if it is bookmarked. Now you can also change this, so the frequency, if I select this button, if there was ones that were visited maybe 10 times, then selecting this button would now make it decreasing in numbers each time. So say this one was at 10, 9, 9, 8, and it'll just keep going down. So that's a really useful feature there. And once again, we do also get access to the websites right here, so you can see your employers or your kids playing games. Moving over to the side is contacts. So all the contacts on the phone, on the iOS phone, is going to be here. And as you can see, if we click on one, it will give us the mobile. Now, not all the time will the address be there. That is only if the address has been saved from the user itself. So most of the time I don't think it will, but you do have the number and you will have the name. And again, the picture probably won't be there. It just depends if the person using the phone adds a picture. Then you can go on to calendars to see your kids' busy schedules if they have anything. I believe right now what we are seeing is the defaults which are set into the iOS devices, so Labor Day, Father's Day, Mother's Day, etc. And then there's also a second page here. As you can see, this one actually says Thomas's birthday, so that of course isn't supposed to be there. Thomas, probably one of a colleague, probably a friend, that is also added in there as well. Next is the reminders app. So as you can see, it gives us the title, so what they've named it, girlfriend's birthday. If you didn't know your kid has a girlfriend, boom, now you do. But anyway, complete the essay. It's a good thing to see that, knowing they're going to stay on time, clean the room, etc., and some stuff in French. Moving on to the notes section. So once again, how to win a football game, the content which is inside it, and as you can see, this is what we could see. Then we go on to the applications. So these are the applications installed onto the device itself. So you can see we have YouTube, we have WhatsApp, Twitter, Snapchat, we also have Instagram and Evernote. Then we go on to one which is very interesting. It's called App Photos. So I can click on them and I can view them full screen, and I can just go through them like this. so I can see anything that is on the device. Same for app videos. So this time it's a video, I can select it. So as you can see, this is a 7-second video. I can play it through, but it looks like it's just a video facing down at the office. Now the final thing we have access to is voice memos. So this is anything that is recorded from the voice memos, we can have access to it. Now like I mentioned at the start, this is also available on Android. What I just shown you was the iOS version. So at the top it says Android Demo. If I select this, you can see we now get a little bit more information from an Android device. So we have call recordings this time. As you can see, it was recorded, it was an outgoing call, and it was 10 seconds. And you can even play them, and you can even download them. Next we have social apps. So this time it's literally all the social apps. So even dating websites here, so Tinder's here. Let's just try out Facebook. As you can see, app notifications, the keylogger as well. So all of these you can go through. We have locations, so this is when you check into a location. It tells us exactly the place, the longitude and latitude. We have geofences, as you can see. We also have recorder surround. So I believe this is just the noise around. We have capture screenshots, so this is when you screenshot something on your device, so we can open it up and we can see what they screenshotted. And we can come down to, let's see, video preview. That was another thing we didn't have. And then we also have keylogger. So you can see right here, keylogger. And then we have app relevant info. This time, as well as applications, we get app activity. So it tells us how many times they launch it, how many times they use it. And if you come down, there's also keyword alerts. So this is when you use a keyword. Well, this is what you would actually set up for a keyword that you want to see that pops up, and you can see it's highlighted right here. Now this demo is available for you to also access, so you can try it out yourself. It's a really useful feature. So how do you set up an account? It's really simple. All you need to do, there's step-by-steps here. So email, password, and password repeated. Then if you come down, you would then have to just go through the simple steps. And then from there you're ready to go. So I'll now take you to the demo version. So here is the website where you can try it out. A link to it will be in the description, of course. And as you can see, you can view the demo or you can try it for free. Now it also tells you it is compatible with Apple, and I believe it is the latest iOS 11. And then we also have support for Android 8.0 Oreo. Now if you come down, here is just a few of the features that you can use to track. And these aren't all of them, of course, because I just shown you all of them. If you want to see all of them, just select see all features. Then if we come down even more, this is where you can start to see the prices. So we're going to select view pricing, and here is the pricing. So there's a premium edition and there is an ultimate edition. You can pay monthly, every 3 months, or every year. Assuming you have tried it out, if you do like the software when you try out the free demo and you would like to purchase it, I highly recommend you actually go for the 1-year subscription. And the reason I say that, not because it's costing more, it will actually cost you less if you do a monthly subscription. So if we were to select 1 month subscription, $29.99 a month, and we keep that for a year, that's going to add to $359.88. Whereas we could just spend $90 on one. And then same for the Ultimate Edition. If you're going to keep it for a year and you know you're definitely going to keep it for a year, get the 1-year subscription. It's only $99 or $110 when the sale goes off. But if you get the 1 month subscription and keep repeating this process, that is then going to add to $479.88. Now bear in mind, that's with it off sale. So I do recommend getting the 1-year subscription, but I also do recommend you try out the trial first and see if you like it. So these are the prices for Android, but if you come up to the top here, it says iOS, and this is the price for iOS. There's only one option, and that is $39.99 a month. But that is it for this video. This software is known as FoneMonitor, and I do highly recommend you even test out the demo page. Even if you're not going to buy it, at least test out the demo page and see what the software is about, and I'm sure you will find it very useful. Again, the main purpose of it is to track your employers, what they're doing on their company phones, and of course your kids, what they are doing on their phones. Now in the description will be a link to everything I've mentioned in this video.